Okay, so the next question says the average of three numbers is 42. The first two numbers differ by 1, and the average second and third number, so the average of the second and third number is 47. Excuse me. What are the three numbers? So we'll define three numbers. Let's just change the color here. So A is number 1. We'll say B is number 2, and C is number 3. So the first statement says the average of three numbers is 42. So we can define this by an equation. So A plus B plus C divided by 3 equals 42. So that's our first equation. The second equation, the first two numbers differ by 1. So A and B differ by 1. So we did A minus B, we should get 1. Lastly, the average of the second and third number is 47. So if we added B plus C and divided by 2 to get the average, it should equal 47. So here we can see we have one equation, two equations, three equations, and three unknowns. So we can just use algebra here to solve. So the first thing we want to do is we can right away kind of use this equation and rearrange these two equations and sub them into this equation. So we'll start by doing that. So if we said A plus B plus C equals 42 times 3. So here we just moved 3 over to this side and we multiplied both sides of the equation by 3. This would give us, so if we did 42 times 3, we'd get 126. And then the next thing we would do is we'll rearrange equation 2. So we'll just number these 1, 2, 3. So equation 2, we'll say A is equal to B plus 1. And then equation 3, we'll say, we'll rearrange, so B plus C is equal to 47 times 2. So once again, we just move this to over to the other side of the equation by multiply both sides of the equation by 2. This would equal B plus C equals, so 47 times 2 is just 94. And then we have C is equal to 94 minus B. So you can see I isolated here for A and I isolated here for C. And I left B over here because I'm going to use these two equations to substitute into A over here. So we'll substitute A here into here. And we'll substitute C into C over here. Okay, so moving forward, we'll say B plus 1 plus B plus 94 minus B equals, that's 126. 126. So I'll just underline this. So B plus 1 is just A, which is defined over here. And then 94 minus B is C, which is over here. And we just plug them in to this equation. Okay, so going on, we can add up all the b's. So we have one b here, another b here, and then minus b. So we'll end up with just b. And then we have 1 plus 94, which is just 95, equals 126. So b will give us 31. So 126 minus 95 will give us 31. So now that we have the value of b, so we have b, we'll substitute b over here, and we'll substitute b over here to find the values of a and c. So we know a equals b plus 1, so this should give us 32. And then C equals 94 minus B, which is 31. And this should give us 63. So we know that the answer is B equals 31, A equals 32, and C equals 63. So looking at the solution, use the constant average of number by assuming, so this is an incorrect solution. Incorrect, incomplete solution. Correct answer is A equals 32, B equals 31, and C equals 63. So we can see this makes sense also because one of the equations says the first two numbers differ by 1, so A and B differ by 1, and then the average of all three numbers. So we can double check this by plugging it in back to the initial equations to see if that's true. So if we did A, which is 32, plus 31, which is B, plus 63, and then we divide it by 3, we get 42, so we verified the first equation. And then if we plugged in, so the second one is pretty straightforward, 32 minus 31 equals 1. And then lastly, B plus C, which is, so 31 plus 63 divided by 2, we get 47. So we double check the answer, and our answer is correct. So the solution here is incorrect, our answer is correct.